There are regular people right now with no tech background, no coding skills, and no marketing degree who are pulling in $3 to $5 to even $10,000 a month selling software that they didn't even build to small local businesses who are practically begging for it. And the wildest part is they didn't even invent anything. They didn't sit there for 2 years trying to come up with the next big idea. They literally just looked at a giant company and said, I can do that for cheaper, and then just went and did it. And I'm telling you, your local business owners, your plumbers, your roofers, your med spa owners, they don't care about AI. They don't care about buzzwords. They care about one thing. They care about more customers, more bookings, and more revenue. And the second you can show them software that does that, paying you a few $100s a month is the easiest yes they're going to give. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly which billion-dollar business to copy, the software you can use to replicate every feature, the pricing model to use, and how to land your first client without spending a single dollar on ads. So let's hop on my computer and I'll show you exactly how it works. So let me explain why this works, because if you understand the why, the whole rest of the video is going to click. Local businesses in 2026 are getting absolutely crushed by two things. Number one is they can't get anybody to call them back fast enough, so leads are slipping through their fingers. And two, their online reputation is all over the place. Google reviews, Yelp, Facebook, all of it. And every single thing I'm about to show you solves those two problems, which means you don't need to talk about features. You don't need to talk about AI. You just say to the business owner, hey, you are losing leads. I have something that fixes that for less than what you pay your part-time front desk person. And that's the entire pitch. And by the way, if you want my full step-by-step training, the sales scripts, the websites, the templates, the onboarding docs, everything I personally use, just hit the like button and drop a comment down below, and I'll send you the private link to get the whole thing for free. There's no paywalls, there's no upsells, I don't believe in that. Just trying to help out anybody who's serious about getting started. So the company that we're modeling today is called Podium. So if you can see my screen, Podium is the leading and fastest growing SaaS platform for local businesses in America. They are one of the biggest names in local business software. They serve plumbers, HVAC, dentists, auto shops, home services, literally everything. Basically, every brick and mortar service business you can think of. They've raised over $400 million in venture capital. At their peak, they were valued at around $3 billion. That's with a B. And the wild thing is they're not doing anything you couldn't replicate this afternoon with the right software. So let me show you their product page. Look at this. They've got your web chat, they've got your two-way text messaging, they've got your review collection, they've got text to pay, they've got your AI follow-up, they have a unified inbox. That's the whole stack. Now, go look at their pricing. Well, they actually hide it behind a demo form, which is classic. They want to qualify you on the phone before they tell you what it costs, but their plans start somewhere around $399 a month, and their higher tiers run up to $599 and $799, even more depending on what add-ons the rep talks the business into. That is $5,000 to $10,000 a year per location. And they have well over 100,000 customers. Just run the math on that. And here's the part that's gonna blow your mind. You can build a clone of this with the same features, same look, same value to the client for basically zero money. So let me show you how. Now you're probably sitting there going, okay, cool, but how on earth am I supposed to build a clone of a $3 billion software company? I don't know how to code. I don't have engineers. I can't raise venture capital. And yeah, I get it. Same boat I was in when I started. So here's the secret. There's a piece of software that already does every single thing Podium does. It does the messaging, the reviews, the web chat, the text to pay, the missed call text back, the unified inbox, the AI receptionist, all of it. And here's the kicker. It's a white label software, which means you can slap your own logo on it, your own brand name, your own domain, and your clients have no idea it's not your company. As far as they know, you built it. And I'm talking about GoHighLevel. If you've been around this space for 5 minutes, you've probably heard the name. The reason it's the unfair advantage here is because it bundles everything Podium charges $400 a month for, plus a CRM, plus a pipeline, plus email marketing, plus funnel building, a calendar system into one platform that lets you bring on unlimited clients. And the price you pay for the software does not go up when you add more clients. So if you have one client paying you $400 a month, you're profitable. If you have 100 clients paying you $400 a month, you're at 40 grand a month with the same fixed software cost. And that's the leverage right there. That is the entire game. So let me actually show you. Here is the website that I've built that is a clone of Podium. It's called Lead Snap. As you can see in the product page, we have your chat widgets, your reviews, your campaigns, your reporting, your AI agents, your payments, your missed call text back, your automations, everything a local business owner could need. And it's every single service that Podium offers. So I'm going to pull up GoHighLevel on one side and Podium's product page on the other. And I'm going to walk you through their entire feature list and show you the exact match inside GoHighLevel. This is the part that should make you sit up. So Podium feature number 1 is your website chat. You go to a plumber's website, there's a little chat bubble in the bottom right corner. You type a question, it routes to the business's phone as a text. So here's GoHighLevel. It's identical. So go to sites and go to chat widget, and you generate a snippet of code and you paste it on the client's website, and the conversation routes straight into the GoHighLevel inbox. So it's the same thing, different logo. All you do is you click new, choose all in one, click up here and get code, and copy and paste this in. Obviously, you can customize this to the specific business. Podium feature number 2 is two-way text messaging. Customers text the business's main number. The conversation lands on a unified inbox. GoHighLevel will do the same thing. Go to your conversations tab, and every channel, your SMS, your Facebook DMs, your Instagram DMs, your Google business messages, your email, your web chat, it's all in one inbox here. Podium feature number 3 is review collection. After a job, the business sends a text. The customer clicks a link, leaves a Google review. So on GoHighLevel, it's called the Reputation Management tab. First, click on Automation, come to Create Workflow, select from Template, search up Reviews, hit enter, and you have a workflow that will send a review request. This has all the triggers set up, the text message, the weight, and the email you'd like to send. And like we've talked about, you can customize this for the specific business owner. Now, once you do that, you go to the Reputation tab, come to Settings, and scroll down and create an agent to respond to these Google reviews. This is going to increase their ranking on SEO and also take the busy work out of the day for that business owner. You can select the tone of the agent. You can select if it speaks English or Spanish or both, where it's going to get its reviews from, when it should respond at 3 stars or above or not, and what it should say at the bottom of its response. So go ahead and click save, and that's all ready for you. And so when a job is marked complete, the customer gets a text with a one-click review link. And I'd argue that this part is actually cleaner in GoHighLevel than it is in Podium, because you can chain it into the rest of your automations. Podium feature number 4 is text to pay. Send an invoice link by text and get paid. So in GoHighLevel, click your payments tab, and you have the same flow. It integrates with Stripe or any other payment processor. You can click new, create a new invoice with seconds, or a new recurring invoice within seconds, and send that to the customer, or even email it to the customer. And Podium feature number 5 is your AI follow-up. They've been pushing this hard this last year. On GoHighLevel, you have your AI employees. It's the same idea and arguably more configurable. So you go to your GoHighLevel, go to AI agents, and you can create an AI receptionist, AI agents to do the busy work, conversation AI. There are so many features and so many different types of AI agents that you can create. I hope you guys are seeing this, because every feature, it's one for one. And we haven't even gotten into the CRM or the pipeline, the calendar, the funnel builder, none of which Podium even has. When you go to sell this to a local business, you're not just matching Podium, you're beating Podium for less money with way more in the box. So how do you price this? And here's what I do. And this works in just about any local market. There's 3 tiers. There's a starter, a growth, and a pro. We're going to come back to LeadSnap and click on pricing. And this is my SaaS website that I've created to clone Podium. So here's what I have priced. Your starter package is at $249 a month. You give them the web chat, the two-way messaging, the review collection, the missed call text back, and Google review requests, along with a mobile app that they can download. And that's it. It's kind of bare minimum. The whole point of this tier is to make it impossible to say no. The next package is $399 a month. It's everything in the starter, plus you get text to pay, the AI follow-up agent, plus you can run any paid ad campaigns, advanced reporting, you get your workflow automations, and a priority support, along with everything else that's included here. This is the tier that most of your clients should land on, and this is where you're already undercutting Podium by 30%. And the pro is $449 a month. It's everything in the growth plan, plus the white labeled client portal, the API access, custom integrations if they use Zapier or if you do, the onboarding and training, the SLA support. They can do it for as many locations as they would like, plus 2 more AI agents. This is where you absolutely smoke Podium on value, because Podium charges extra for half this stuff or doesn't even offer it. When you sit down with a local business owner, you don't say, I'm cheaper than Podium. You say, here's everything Podium gives you for $799, and here's everything I give you for $399. Plus these 4 things that they don't even have. You let the comparison do the selling. You don't have to be a salesperson. You just have to point at the chart. Here's the part that scares people. How do I actually get a client without spending money on ads. Let me walk you through it because this is the easiest part of the whole thing if you do it right. Step one is get the GoHighLevel free trial. It's a 14-day free trial out of the box, but if you go through my link in the description, I've got an extended 30-day trial set up. The whole point of the extended trial is this. You should land your first paying client before your trial ends. That means the client's first payment covers your software cost. That way you're cash flow positive from day one and you never come out of pocket. Step two is pick a niche. Don't try to sell everybody, pick one. This is roofers, dentists, chiropractors, med spas. Just pick one. And why? Because when you go cold outreach to 10 plumbers in a row and you say, I help plumbers do X, your conversion rate goes through the roof compared to the guy who says, I help small businesses. So niche down. Local business owners want to know that you understand their business and their niche. And step three is your outreach. This is cold DMs on Instagram, emails, cold calls if you've got the stomach. Walk into local businesses on a Tuesday afternoon when they're slow and just have a conversation. And I'm not going to lie to you, you're going to hear no a bunch. You're going to land your first yes inside of 2 weeks if you're consistent. And that one yes is $300 to $500 a month for the lifetime of that client. And step four is just fulfill on it. The cool part is once you've onboarded one client in one niche, onboarding the second takes about 20 minutes because you can just clone the same templates, which in GoHighLevel is called a snapshot. So it's the same configurations, same automations, same review templates. You just upload it to their account. You're not rebuilding the wheel every time, and that's why this scales so quickly. Let me show you the math, because you're never going to look at this the same way. One client at $300 a month, your software cost is fixed. So let's call it $300 a month for the GoHighLevel agency plan. And just to keep numbers simple, after one client, you're break even. Now, 5 clients at $300 a month is $1,500 a month in revenue. Software cost is still $300. So you're walking away with $1,200 in profit, basically pure margin for what is maybe 4 hours of active work a week. Now, 20 clients at $300 a month is $6,000 a month. The software cost is still $300. That's $5,700 in profit. 20 clients is 1,000% doable in 12 months if you're running cold outreach 4 days a week. Now, 100 clients, and there are people in this space who have done this and even done bigger, is just under 30 grand a month in profit with one software subscription and a couple of virtual assistants handling fulfillment. And that's a real business. That's a life-changing income. And you don't need a single employee on payroll to get there. Well, here's where you're at. You've got a billion-dollar business model that's already proven in the market. You've got the software that lets you clone it for fixed monthly cost. You've got a pricing structure that undercuts the incumbents and still leaves you with crazy margins. And you've got an outreach playbook that doesn't require you to spend a dime on advertising. The only thing standing between you and your first paying client at this point is action. The people winning in this space are not smarter than you. They are not more technical than you. They just started. So if you want everything, the website templates, the sales scripts, the snapshot I personally use for new clients, outreach DMs, all of it, smash the like button, drop a comment down below saying send it, and I will get you the private link to the full free training. There's no catch, there's no paywall. That's not how I do things. I just want to see more people actually do something with this. Subscribe if you want more of these breakdowns. I'm going to be doing a bunch more videos cloning other big name software businesses you've never heard of that are making an absolute killing in their niches, along with full GoHighLevel walkthroughs. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.